everyone! It's been a while since I filmed a video and I explained it before. My father came for 2 weeks and I had a really nice time with him, but now I can finally film new videos too, which I'm really excited about. I'm sad that he's gone, but anyway, now I'm here with my June wrap up and July TBR. So considering June was a really busy month for me, I was reading 3 books at a time, and that took me forever. And then my father came on the 21st of June and I almost didn't read anything at all, but I managed to finish 2 books in June anyway. The first one that I finished was actually my buddy read with Unicorn from the Bookish Land, and we were reading Desperation by Stephen King. I had so much fun reading it with her. We were discussing it. I had so much fun discussing it and sharing our thoughts on it and everything. That was so much fun, and it was also our first buddy read ever for her and for me. But the book itself, I gave this book 3 stars. I believe she gave it 3 stars as well. It wasn't as good as we might have thought it would be. It was about this town called Desperation. It is somehow very quiet. There are no people there, and some people are going there and stuff happens. So this wasn't creepy as I thought it was going to be, and this wasn't scary at all. It was interesting at the same time. It wasn't probably the best book to start with by Stephen King, but at the same time the story was interesting. I wanted to keep reading it because I wanted to find out what exactly is happening and why it is happening and how the story was going to end. I was really curious about that, but in general it wasn't the best book I've read. I didn't particularly like it. There were some bits in it which I felt a bit disgusted about, or I could physically feel sick, especially whilst eating. That wasn't the best idea to eat whilst reading some of the bits from this book, because I don't think I want to read anything by him soon, but I'm still really curious about The Shining and Dr. Sleep, I think it's called. I've heard that the sequel is even better than The Shining, but yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, 3 stars for this one. The next book that I managed to finish in June was The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. And this book was about this girl who is just getting married, a wealthy merchant, and he gives her a wedding present, a cabinet-sized replica of their home. And this house is furnished by a miniaturist. His creations are eerily true, and there was a question: does she want to save them or destroy them? I had very mixed feelings on this book, and I'm going to film a review on it soon, so I'm not going to go into much detail, but I gave this book 4 stars. It was very entertaining, and sometimes I would forget about the world outside. I would just be immersed in the story. I will go into more details in my review. The other book that took me forever to read, and it is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I didn't finish it in June, I finished it in July, so yeah, but that was a reread, obviously 5 stars. I will be talking about this book in July wrap up. Now moving on to the books that I'm going to be reading in July. The first one is the one that I started on the 5th of July, the day after my father has gone back to Russia. And it is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and it is another buddy read, and this time I am reading this with Jess from Between the Lines. I will leave the link to her channel down below. She's absolutely lovely and I really like her videos. So I'm really excited about another buddy read, and this book I've been really interested in it recently, so it's a very good thing that we are reading it together. I actually read the Infernal Devices trilogy by the same author, and I really liked it, and now I just want to read this series because I've heard very good things about it, and one of my friends in real life read it and absolutely loved the series, so I want to do it now too. Another book that I want to read in July is Stealing Time by KJ Waters. I won this book in a giveaway, and I will leave the link to that video down below. This was my first giveaway ever. This is about a storm, a very powerful storm coming, and then somehow it is about a time travel. And also this main character is accused of being a witch. If you want to know what it is about, I am reading this blurb of the book in that video which I just told you about. This book is really special because it's signed by using my name as well, and has got some other bits and bobs in here. So this is a really special book and I am very much excited about reading it. And I also need to post a review on it on Goodreads and Amazon, so I really need to get this book done in July. Another book that I really want to read is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. I read the first book, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, in May and really liked it, and now I just want to continue on with the series because I missed it, and so July is a good opportunity to come back to the series. I'm so excited. Also, I want to mention 2 books for the book club that I'm a part of. I haven't been participating in for the past few months, but that's because they read a book that I read before, that was for Spain. Then for June it was France, but I wasn't interested in the book that they chose, so I didn't read it. The other categories I just didn't find interesting either, but this month there are 2 that I am very interested in. The first one is another travel to a different country. This month we are traveling to Norway, and so the book that we will be reading is Headhunters by, I don't know how to pronounce the name. I believe it is a thriller, and I don't know much about it, but it sounds really interesting, and I haven't read a thriller for a long time, if ever, so I am really excited about it. Another book is for the category of modern literature, and we are reading The Fifth Child by Doris Lessing. I've never read a book by her, but this one sounds really intriguing. This is about a family who has 4 children, and there's the 5th one, which is a bit unusual, different, maybe in a creepy way, I'm not so sure, but this sounds really intriguing and I really want to read it. Today I had an interview for a job and decided to reward myself for just going into it. I don't know if I got the job yet, but I went to the library, it was on the way, and I decided to pick up some books. The first one that I picked up was Ways to See a Ghost by Emily Diamond. It looks like a mystery horror kind of thing for middle grade, and I like such things, so this sounds really cool. It's basically about this girl whose mom is a fake psychic, but the girl actually can see ghosts, and now somehow one of the creatures is escaped or something, and she needs to try and save everyone. Another book is actually the one that I saw in a bookshop but I couldn't buy it because of my rule, but I found it in the library, and this is Ink and Bone by Rachel Kane. I'm just going to read you the back. In a world where the ancient Great Library of Alexandria was never destroyed, knowledge now rules the world, freely available but strictly controlled. Owning private books is a crime. Jess Brightwell is the son of a black market book smuggler, sent to the library to compete for a position as a scholar. But even as he forms friendships and finds his true gifts, he begins to unearth the dark secrets of the greatest, most revered institution in the world. Those who control the Great Library believe that knowledge is more valuable than any human life, and soon both heretics and books will burn. This sounds so cool to me. I really am excited about it. I'm not sure if it's a YA thing or... yeah, it is a YA, it was in the YA section. So I've been recently in a very YA fantasy mood, so I am really excited about all of the books that I'm going to be reading, and please let me know what books you are going to read in July, and if you have any thoughts on the books that I mentioned, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Until next time, thank you for watching, bye!